All right, guys, and welcome back. Congratulations, you did your first arbitrage opportunity. Super, super nice. I'm very proud of you, and I hope that you now understand the possibilities and all the different angles that we can go with flash loans, but also in general with arbitraging markets. I hope that switch clicked for you. Let's go a step deeper. Let's now actually create our own arbitrage opportunity on Uniswap, and let's program a flash loan to then arbitrage and to then exploit the arbitrage opportunity that we have created. All right, let's go. So as we can see, like we can create our own arbitrage opportunity on top of the Uniswap protocol. We do this by creating our own factory on Uniswap. They call it a factory, but it's basically creating our own pool. And since we made a custom deploy of Uniswap, we can still add a lot of coins that are not listed on our pool. So now on Uniswap, we only have listed BAT tokens, DAI tokens, and Ether tokens. But now actually, because we forked the Uniswap protocol, there's only these three tokens that are added, and now we actually are going to add the MakerDAO token onto the Uniswap protocol, and we're going to create an arbitrage opportunity in that between Uniswap version 1 and Uniswap version 2. But yeah, before we dive a little bit deeper, it's maybe good to understand and discuss a little bit deeper what a Uniswap pool or factory is and what that actually entails. We discussed this a little bit in depth in DeFi 101, but let's refresh our memory a little bit. The illustration that you see here is basically a visual expression of a Uniswap pool of DAI. So what happened here is that there is a token address, there's an exchange address created, there is a Ethereum pool, there is a token pool, and in this case, it's a Ethereum to DAI pool that has been created on the Uniswap protocol. All right, this concept maybe is a little bit hard to understand because, okay, we create a pool of tokens, and how does that then work? How does these orders get filled, etc., etc.? Well, Uniswap is really a big innovation in decentralized finance because it basically creates a automated market maker on chain, and it makes it so that we're not trading against a order book like we do normally on centralized exchanges, but we're trading against a smart contract. Okay, so this happens as follows. There is a DAI exchange contract, right, where there's DAI and ETH injected in here. And as a user, I can actually provide liquidity, which means money, to a pool of Ethereum and DAI. And every time when a user uses the Uniswap swapping protocol, there is a small fee that's injected back into the pool, and basically incentivize me as a liquidity pool provider to fill up the pool as full as possible and to take as much as possible liquidity out of that pool. When the tokens are bought or sold, the price in the pool changes. And this also brings us, of course, to the BZX hack. The BZX actually exploited this feature because in a normal healthy market, when the pool gets priced in a wrong way, there will be arbitragers that come in and exploit that arbitrage opportunity and make the price whole again. Maybe in the future, Uniswap will be so big that this will be like Uniswap will be the price oracle. But as of today, Uniswap is still pretty low on liquidity. The most of the liquidity is still on centralized exchanges. So in order for Uniswap to really function, the arbitragers, the market makers, actually go to the Coinbases, to the Binances. If the price changes there, they buy and they sell tokens to actually balance out the Uniswap protocol. And the people that do that are actually incentivized to do so. As we already saw in the yield hacking section, where we talked about this topic, how you can actually profit from providing liquidity to these Uniswap pools. So we can see this here in a nice illustration where you can see, okay, there is somebody that wants to buy, there's somebody who provides the pool token, and then there is a bonding curve where you can see the movement of the price, etc., etc. And a beautiful thing, it's quite ingenious. Like, it's zero, it's never possible that Uniswap has zero liquidity. It might have a high slippage because the liquidity is not high enough, so then the liquidity might slip, so the price gets higher and higher and higher. But there's always a seller if you have a pool. I really want to recommend all of you guys to read this article, A Graphical Guide for Understanding Uniswap. This really explains step by step. You can also see the images that I used from there, how a Uniswap pool works and how you can interact with it. Now, for our arbitrage opportunity, let's now create our own factory. Let's imbalance the two pools on the two Uniswap instances that we have created. And let's create a flash loan to actually utilize this arbitrage opportunity in the pools that we have deployed. All right, to get started, set up the remix environment, set up a clean environment, name it however you want, arbitrage, my first own arbitrage opportunity.sol, or whatever name you wanna give it. Let's get some new test ETH from Kovan, and let's get some test tokens. Here in these test tokens, I want you actually to get DAI and USDC, for example, or DAI used through USD, or a different token pair that is not yet listed on our forked Uniswap protocol. So you can actually take one of these tokens, then inject it into our test network, and you will see that you will be the first to actually create the pool, and you can actually also get the biggest pool share and make the largest profits. So this is a profit opportunity on the Kovan testnet for you guys to generate more Kovan test ETH. And once again, if you need more liquidity, you need more ETH, or you want me to fill up your pool that you created, just send me a message or send an issue request on GitHub, or send me a direct message on the Toshi Time or on the Ivan Tech forum. All right, now let's open up our version 1 and version 2 clone of Uniswap, and let's start hacking. Now let's create a exchange, and we will explain this in depth in our Zoom call together with Rob, where we will create this arbitrage opportunity and we will exploit it. As you can see here, we actually created one of our own exchange, and in our example, we added the MakerDAO token to the Uniswap pool. We provided a little bit of liquidity with it, and we performed a small flash loan, because if there is not enough liquidity in the market, it's really hard to do a flash loan, and because there is a high slippage, and then it becomes a little bit hard to perform. So in order to perform a decent and a successful and a profitable flash loan, well, we need to have a little bit more liquidity on it. But nevertheless, we were able to do it. We created a new pool, we did a new exchange, we injected the Maker token, and we made a small profit with that. All right, guys, good luck with creating your own arbitrage opportunity. And once again, if you have questions, if you want to talk about some subjects, please go to the forums or go to GitHub itself and submit an issue to us with any questions that you have or any issues that you might find. Thank you very much, guys, and I see you in our arbitrage hacking example. And I'm looking forward to see all the cool things that you guys will come up with. And also, as an assignment after these videos, I want to encourage all of you guys to talk with me about different flash loan use cases that you might come up with. So if you have a good idea or a good example of a Flashcoin use case, please let me know. And please link the use case to me in the forum or submit a GitHub issue request, and we can work on that together. Thank you guys, and I see you in the next video.